Martin up.
I'm going to start by setting my brow bone, and I'm going to be using the Sasha buttercup powder, and I'm going to use that to set the concealer that I've used to clean up my brow. This is to stop it from creasing. Then I'm gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna use a black pencil. You guys, you can use a gel liner, you can use anything that's black, anything that's easy and comfortable for you to work with. But I'm using a black pencil that I got from a beauty supply store, and I'm gonna be using that to lay down my foundation. That's gonna be my base color. Then I'm gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna blend out the edge of that black pencil. This is to create a more softer transition to work with later and to prevent that whole raccoon look. So I'm gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna stay on the edge and I'm gonna blend that out. Now, I didn't put any concealer on my lid because this is just my observation, but when you put color on your lid, like color concealer or so on, or a color primer or whatever, and then you put black over it, it tends to give a kind of grayish look, and that's not what I was going for. So you guys are gonna be seeing me like blending out, reapplying, blending out, reapplying, because black, like I always say, is a very hard color to work with. It's easy to add and hard to get rid of, so I don't want that whole raccoon look. So I'm gonna take my time, blend, add, blend, add, blend, add, blend, add. And since I use the black pencil as my base, I'm going to be setting, before I go into my transition, I'm going to be setting that pencil with a black shadow. I'm using the Coastal Scents Warm 88 palette, and I'm using the black from there, and I'm setting the pencil that I use as my base, and I'm also blending out the edges as I go along. Using a clean crease brush, I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to continue to soften out that crease. Now you guys, don't worry if the shadow gets a little out of control. It's okay, you can use some wipes and clean it up after you're finished. So I'm going to go back and forth and I'm going to add some more pigments, and I'm also going to continue to blend out that crease. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible face powder. Yes, you can take your face powder. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And I'm going to go and soften that edge a bit more with a lighter hand. I'm slightly dusting that powder to continue to soften up the line a little more, because you guys, you want that smooth transition, that effortless transition. So I'm going to continue to blend, add some powder, blend, add some powder, blend. Now I'm going to go right back into that Coastal Scents palette, and I'm going to be taking the off-white shade, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight. Yes, it's a matte shade. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to continue to blend that right below my arch. And I'm not adding any product as I come into, like, by my nose area, like heading into my nose. I'm not adding any product, but I'm just blending whatever product that's left on the brush to that area. And then I'm going to go to the other eye and repeat every single step that I have done on the first eye. I'm gonna clean up with a wipes. This is just to clean up the shadow, clean up around my eyes, and also clean up on my face wherever the fallout from the shadow is. And then I'm gonna go right back with my crease brush, my angle crease brush, and I'm gonna soften the edge of the eye. And I'm gonna go under my eye with a pore filling primer, because I noticed that I have some rather large pores under that area. So I'm gonna use that primer there, and on the rest of my face I'm gonna be using the Sasha mattifying primer. You guys, every product that I use during this tutorial, I'm gonna list it in the description bar, so be sure to go there and reference it. For foundation today, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Mousse. For me, this foundation, it's okay. It's not like wow. It's lightweight, it's medium to buildable coverage. It's more of that, it gives you that more of a skin-like look. So if that's what you're going for, this would be the perfect foundation for you. But I'm not about that life. I really don't like that skin-like look. If that's what you like, you can go right ahead. But that's just not me. So I'm gonna be layering that foundation. That same foundation, I'm gonna be layering it to build it up to what I want it to be. So I'm just gonna continue blending that out. Going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toast, and I'm gonna, before the concealing my under eye area, because I've noticed that I'm having a lot more dark spot under my eye, so I'm gonna be concealing that, and I'm gonna be using a makeup wedge, and I'm gonna blend that out. Going in now for my highlight color with the L'Oreal Cushion Foundation. I can't remember the shade, but I'm gonna leave it in the description bar, and that's gonna be my highlight. So I'm gonna put that on the high points of my face, as in the bridge of my nose, my under eye area, my forehead, and my chin. I'm gonna use that same wedge, and I'm gonna continue to blend that out. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set my face using that same wedge. I'm using the Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just gonna push that powder into my face. I'm not baking today, but I'm just doing this right after because I don't want to create any creases or anything like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face and also bring back some color to my under eye area. So I'm gonna slightly dust a little bit of that powder under my under eye area. You guys, everything that I use is gonna be in the description bar below, so be sure to check that out. Going back to the eyes, I'm going to be using my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to use that to give my eyes a more lifted and open look. And I'm just going to be putting that on my lash line, and I'm going to be blending that in also with my face powder, like slightly smudging it a little just for it to blend in some more. Going back in with a little black, I'm going to take that and I'm going to add it right below where I put the white, and I'm going to blend that out, but I'm not taking it right into my tear duct area, but I'm slightly bringing it like rather halfway, I should say, more to contour the eye rather than to smoke it out. Adding some MAC Gold Deposit to my inner tear duct area. This is gonna be my highlight for my inner tear duct, and I'm just gonna take a brush and work that into the eye area. Right after, I'm gonna go in with a angle brush and I'm gonna contour my nose, make sure that's blended in, and I'm using the MAC Dark Deep. and I'm gonna blend my nose contour right up to my eyebrow. This is just to give my nose a more snatched, smaller look. Yeah. I'm gonna get these jawbones popping, and I'm gonna use that same powder and I'm gonna contour my face. I'm gonna chisel out my jawbone, my forehead, yada yada yada. You guys know how it is, so I'm gonna go right ahead and I'm gonna do that. Blushing my face, I'm using the Beauty Treats palette, and I'm gonna be adding a blush to my cheek. Now I'm trying a different method and I seem to like this a lot more, so I'm gonna be using that stippling brush and I'm gonna be stippling that into my cheek area, and I'm being sure to blend it with my contour, going back and forth, because with this product it's very pigmented, so you want to take it down a little when you're using that. And I'm using the L'Oreal Illuminator. I'll use the shade below, and I'm using that, and I'm gonna be adding a subtle glow. This gives you like a more subtle glow. You guys, you can mix it with your foundation, you can add it as your highlight, you know, the whole cover effects drop that is going around. I think this is a dupe for it, like a subsidy for it. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. And I'm taking the wedge and I'm blending that in, but because I'm extra, I'm gonna go in with my highlighter from MAC in Gold Deposit, and I'm gonna be adding that on top of the illuminator. Going in with my NYX pencil in, I think, chestnut. I can't remember, you guys. I'm gonna remember to list all the products that I use in this video. I'm gonna leave it in the description bar, so don't forget to check that out and also enter the giveaway. I'm using that to go ahead and line my lip, and I'm being sure to blend that out right before I go ahead and add my lip color. And I'm using the 106, shade 106 from Maybelline, if I'm not mistaken. You guys, I'll list it in the description bar. I'm using that red, and I'm using that as my lipstick. I'm applying that mostly to my inner lip area, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set my entire face. I'm using the elf mist and set. Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, today I created this look with some products that are new, some that are fairly old, but I enjoyed this look. I will be posting a haul semi review on some of the products that I've used today, and I'm also having a giveaway, so you guys can enter. The giveaway is open internationally, so be sure to enter. And that's basically it. Thank you guys once again for stopping by at my channel.